cafe into Old Town, and I'll give you your first look of Old Town right now. And it'll be at the tower in which our cafe is going to be open. That's the Fat Margaret Tower, built in the 14th century. It's also part of the Great Coast Gate, which is what you see here, which is one of the main entrances from the port into the city back in medieval times. Behind it you can see the tower of St. Olaf's Church, which was in the 12th century or 13th century the highest spire in all the world. That's something like, oh, I don't know, a bunch of meters anyway. So come on, we'll go check out the tower, and the Old Town will show you inside the cafe. Oh, and I'll give you a look at one of the local trams. That was our mode of transportation. Just past that tram is where the port is.
That's the meat tram.
So this is the meat tram. One of our tram stops here. A lot of the trams here have been painted by advertisers, which make them look a lot nicer than the trams that haven't been. So we'll go off to the tower. Those are Estonia kids. Oh, Linscat. There's the tower again. A little closer view. And the gate. There's Mom and Curia walking out into the town. All the streets in the Old Town are cobblestone streets, and they still get the crews out that use big picks and hammers that nail these blocks in next to each other and make them tight, the same way they've done it for hundreds of years. Not many cars in the Old Town. To get in, you have to pull up to one of these kiosks, which are everywhere, and pay your 10 crowns. It's about 80 cents. Because it's so expensive, not many people will do it. So, this is into the Old Town. These three buildings up here are what's called the Three Sisters, famous medieval dwelling houses. And now we'll take you inside the museum.
How could I have missed it? I just can't believe it. I was so attached to like science.
So the museum's closed today, but we're open even when the museum's not. This is the Maritime Museum inside this beautiful tower. The best museum in town, in our opinion. Here's the garderobe, or the wardrobe, where people hang up their stuff, because in winter everybody has to have a garderobe because everybody's got to have a jacket on, and that's to take it off. So now we're going through one of the medieval doors to the outside where the cafe is located. Up the steps. A bunch of ancient anchors here. So you can see part of our decoration in the whole cafe motif. One of the ancient walls, as you can see, and one of the old towers here in the courtyard of our cafe. Some more anchors. Oh, a little ship decoration, another big anchor. And I'll slowly pan up, and there's the tarp over part of our cafe. And the tower, so you can see the back side of it. We'll take you up on top. We're just up a step here. The kitchen that we had built is right back in this room, and there's one of our happy employees. See how happy they are? And that's our little kitchen back there, and wait, we know him. Greg's taken to wearing vests here in Estonia. He's trying to promote some kind of South American thing here. There's Greg waving from his little kitchen. Greg's, of course, the manager. Oh, and here's Yana. Say hi to everybody in America, Yana.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Greg.
Oh, wait, they're going to do some kind of kissing thing. Okay, so now I'll take you upstairs to our cafe. Here it is, Fat Margaret's Cafe. As you can see, it's crowded with customers. This is our second day open here. Spendrups is a Swedish beer, is our beer sponsor. The cafe bar that we had custom built right there, attached to the old wall, and then the tarp that we put up. And as Greg said, Bobby, you've told them many times, lots of idiots try to do things themselves instead of hiring a professional to do it the first time, and just end up paying twice as much. And that's exactly what's going to happen to us, as we tried to put this thing up, and it's never going to work. But this is the whole thing here. Again, more part of the town, the wall and the tower. 5 tables and some benches. Old anchor chain, old boats. And so, this is the cafe. Fat Margarets. So now we're zooming in on two of Fat Margaret's famous American sandwiches. Just here. I can get them in focus. There we go. Handmade right here by our employees. This very spot, you can see all of our custom stuff. Bought a cash register. And of course the most important part, the beer tap. Sitting in our cafe because it's the most famous thing.
We'll leave you there.
This tape's going back to the States, boys, so you gotta say hello.
Where are you from?
California.
Hey,
You're a long way.
where's California?
Los Angeles.
Oh, great place not to be.
How about you?
California.
Where's the wigs and all? You can keep them.
We're from Canada, from Toronto.
Ah, nice to have you.
Hey, we're from Canada, Toronto Blue Jays.
And you also have a lovely state. We've been there.
Actually, I'm from Nevada, and that's better.
This cap off this
Okay,
time,
go ahead.
I hope.
Turn this way a little bit, Greg. Here's our famous t-shirt, Fat Margaret, once you. And there's the Fat Margaret Cannon Tower on the back. Turn around again so I get a close-up on Fat Margaret, see if you can get her in focus here. Where's my focus buttons? There she is, pointing her finger. We'll get a better, oh, there it is. That's Fat Margaret. She wants you.
Did Roman draw Fat Margaret?
Uh-huh. That's Roman's design.
Yeah.
So, Greg, anything to say?
Artwork by the famous Roman.
Cafe. I wish you could have a beer.
When's the floor show
Since
start?
you can, I will.
Here's our
We're
beer.
practicing.
Ooh,
We can do the
John.
can or
John.
something. Yeah, no.
Ooh, and
It's getting.
Yes.
Oh, it's so nice.
there's a bottle
I'm glad
of
I
the
got.
local Russian
I'm
champagne,
glad I have on shorts now.
which costs
Just
in
that
the
I need
retail
a pair of
outlet about
clothes.
35 crowns,
I've got.
which is approximately $2.75. But talk about kicking some butt on Andre. This thing kicks some butt on Andre. Good champagne for $2.75. That was Yana who was displaying the champagne for you, and here comes our waitress, Greg. So we're just sitting here. I'll give you a little bit better view of the place. And I see that the bar is quite busy right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put their glasses.
And soon we're going to take you upstairs. The garçon is opening the champagne here. Woohoo! The cafe is open. We opened yesterday. And we've already had at least 12 people come through here. So. But it's quite a spot. See, there's one of the towers that we get to see. One of the ancient towers. It's probably late 14th, very early 15th century. And that's the door into the museum. And then we're soon going to be taking these steps up to the observation platform on the top. And you'll get some incredible, spectacular views of town. So, now we're going to enjoy some champagnon.
Well, let's take her glasses and raise them to this wonderful Fat Margareta.
Come on, a little closer. No, to your left. Your left. Your right. Your other left. Up, up. Right there you go. Cheers.
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 To our cafe.
Cheers to your cafe. Fantastic. May it sell a lot of sandwiches and beer.
Because if not, Greg and I are going to have to eat them all and drink it all.
And then you look like Fat Margaret.
Okay, now we're on top of the observation tower. I'm going to give you some views of Tallinn. It's the Baltic Sea right out there. The Gulf of Finland. See a tanker out there.
You can see the little island.
One of the little islands off of Tallinn right out there. That's the tram stop we were at. There's the Fanta tram. Some car traffic. A little field at one of the schools here. It's out there, which is one of the little beach places that you can go to. The other side, walking along the tower. Hotel Viru, which is one of the big hotels here. I'll take you into part of Tallinn. Here's the tower that we were looking at below from earlier. And this is the old town that you can see here. St. Olaf's Church. The Thai Spire that I described earlier. The top of the Three Sisters. These are Tallinn's famous red tiled roofs. They had some terrible fires here in the 13th, 14th centuries, and it became a law here that you had to use tile on your roof. The roofs couldn't be wood.
I get very terrible with heights. Let's see if I can get this.
And I'll give you a view down to the cafe. And here we are at the cafe the next day later, since the batteries ran out. There's Mom standing at the bar trying to order a beer, but none of our employees are around anywhere.
And running up the stairs.
Here comes one
Stuff all over the bar.
of the happy employees. It's our little yard attached to it in the old town wall here. And now we'll go upstairs. And there's Yana digging in the dirt. Mom giving her instructions. Yana does most of our yard work here. She just mowed the lawn yesterday. There she is saying hi. Some of our anchor collection. And part of our view. Not quite up on the tower yet, but we will be soon. Up on the roof. Little view of the old town from our observation tower. St. Olaf Church there. Some of the old buildings, I'll give you some close-ups here. Again, that's the Three Sisters, which were traditional medieval dwelling houses that survived the Soviet bombing in 1944. This is the street that we're on here. It's called Peak Street, which means Long Street. Some of the old towers. One time there were 50 towers in the town wall. Wall surrounded the whole town. Everybody lived within the tower. It's one of the churches that's up on the hill here, Dompia, the Dome Church back there. Tallinn, that's Greg, just farted for us. There he is. He's wearing, of course, one of our shirts and drinking one of our beers. Greg's our most regular customer here at Fat Margarets, and he keeps our beer proceeds up. I'll give you the look at the whole place here from where we were. And there's the Gulf of Finland, the Baltic Sea.
Gulf of Tallinn.
The Bay of Tallinn, yeah. And so this is the top of the cannon tower here. And at this time, as you can see, we don't have any furniture or bar up here, but in a couple of weeks we hope to have this opened up. Although people can come up here now, we aren't serving anything up here. You got to bring up your beer, but we hope that within a couple of weeks we'll have everything set up here. Beautiful day here today. A little bit of wind. Straight across where I'm pointing now, if it was a little bit clear day, we might see Finland. Now, we might see Finland. Okay, so let's go look around the town a little. Miss Greg, do you have a few more words you want to say here?
Just miss you all and wish you were here. Hope you come see us soon, and I'll see you in a few weeks.
Don't expect any free beer if you come to Fat Margarets either.
That's right. Good sandwiches, though.
Best sandwiches in town.
The only sandwiches in town.
The only sandwiches in town. I'll come over here again and give you another view of the cafe from up top and part of the city center there.
Good old
There's-
hotel beer room.
I got to give you a shot of Mustama.
No, that's Lasnama.
Mustama. That's some of the big Soviet housing units. They just put up these massive concrete buildings and just thousands of people live on top of each other there. Brilliant Soviet technology.
It's a scary place.
And this is just some of the area around town. It's real flat here. Their highest mountain is in southern Estonia, and it's, I guess, about 300 feet. Oh no, I'm lying. It's 300 meters. It's about 1,000 feet. Now,
There's the back of our office.
oh, there's Yana again. And there's the cafe. Say hi, Ma. Yeah, there's Ma saying hi. Okay.
She did that right on cue. See the back of our office?
Oh, and then the back of our office is...
Swimming pool.
Alright, take in a little closer. This is the Kalib swimming pool, and just down here in this area is where our office is, just around the front there. But we won't show you that because it needs a serious paint job, and we haven't done any work on it since we've had it for 2 months because we've been so busy. So now we'll take you out into the old town so you can really get a look at this place. Up close and personal on lifestyles of the rich and lost. Here we are outside the famous Fat Margarets Tower. I'll give you a look at it from this side. And I'll give you a look at our sign. There it is, Fat Margarets. We just had a couple of people standing in front of our cafe looking at our map. And now, having found out where they're going, they're just walking off now, but they were carefully studying the map to find out exactly where the cafe was. So, that's it, Fat Margarets. And here's a look at my street.